I'm going to cover 7 different ways you can do niche research methods for your YouTube automation channel. So let's dive in immediately, guys. And we're gonna start where we left off with the last video. In video 1, we did the YouTube incognito method. And today we will be covering the YouTube channels method. So you do need some example channels for this, and we already covered some in our last video in our strategy file. And once again, I have this file with over like 30, 40 like channels that I did research to. So if you want it, I'll share it if I got 100 likes in this video. Anyway, what you're gonna be doing for this method is scan bigger YouTube automation channels for videos they posted. And then you're gonna decide and do your analysis and research if you can maybe start your own channel in this niche. So I have like 6 or 7 example channels here for my own niche research from the past. And we're gonna just like run through them and see how I would analyze them and do my own research and see if it's viable to start a niche in a certain, start a channel in a certain niche. And what we're gonna do is just cover these videos and add it to this niche niche list here, and then we're gonna basically build this out and maybe even start a new channel out of it later on, right? So the first one here is called King Swish. This is a sports channel, specifically NBA, and we covered a lot of NBA channels in the past already. And if you look at this one, look, they posted 13 hours ago 42k views, 1 day ago 53, 2 days ago 95, 4 days ago 71k, 5 days ago, 243k. So this channel is uploading a lot, getting a lot of views, and making big money. And honestly, these thumbnails, when you look at it, it's just like split screens every time. It seems to work for them. And yeah, they get a lot of views. I mean, the titles are super easy. So NBA trade deadline moments, NBA respect and emotional moments, NBA. See, the template for that thumbnail is the same every single time. So just NBA, then a certain word, and then moments after it. And just a split screen. Like these last 7 videos, there's the exact same style, so it just needed to be a different video. But anyway, in terms of the niche research, what you have to understand is in this case, like the NBA is a niche, right? Like sports, NBA, it's a niche. But what this channel did for these last 7 videos is like this specific format of videos, and you have to understand formats of videos when you're starting channels. So this one is called NBA, he put him in hell moments. So what you can do when you see this working so well for a channel is think to yourself like, okay, this channel does this for the NBA, but there's a lot of other sports, right? And if this format seems to work for this guy, so the split screen and then the very short titles, why wouldn't you do it for something like the NFL, for example? You can literally copy these 7 video thumbnails and titles with NFL players, of course, and switch NBA to NFL and make like a channel with this exact same setup, but in another sport. So we're gonna add this one to the list, King Swish. Add the link in there. So NBA, what works, and so what works for them is these NBA X moments. So NBA X moments. And here's another little golden nugget and tip when you like coming up with titles and niches. If you have a format like this that you can just replace like NBA with, or as in you can put another sport here, right? Like so NFL cyborg moments, then it's like a proven format and method to come up with these video IDs, because this channel in the last week got like 700,000-800,000 views from just those 7 videos alone, and they have been uploading a lot over the past months, all super evergreen videos. So these are gonna keep getting videos too. We can go to the stats here with the vidIQ. Here, 14 million views a month. If you divide this by 1,000, you have 14,716. Average RPM sports niche is like $3 to $4. So if you multiply 14,760 by like, let's say 3 or 4, you have a good like $40,000 in ad revenue a month alone. So yeah, if you would replicate this for another sports, like NBA is a very big sport, so you probably get the most views in this niche. but still a very good idea to model this format. And this is just the last 7 videos. I didn't even scroll through their other videos, but it seems like they do this moments title style a lot, and then also the split screens a lot. So this is definitely a good one. And just think about what sport you were watching a lot and you would like starting a channel for or in. And then you can just replicate the format of this video. So yeah, that's number 1. Let's go to number 2. So this is $1 billion bills. I covered this one in the niche research method 1. And if we go look at this, it's just like futuristic projects and like things that are gonna be built. And what I covered last time is like jumping on trends with niches. So this channel blew up when FIFA came around. They already did good, but it really blew up when FIFA came around and they made these videos about the new World Cup stadiums they were making. So this is something you gotta keep in mind when doing niche research. Upcoming world trends are super important and good opportunities to jump on when you're making new channels. So this is like super broad in terms of they covering China, here most useless projects, Japan, America. So the format of this is really like the future projects, and it can be anywhere in the world. It's not targeted on one specific things. These videos did super good too. The line mega city was super big trending news about that. So we can put this in the list. I think it's in the list already, by the way. Oh no, it's not. And for this again, like you can do like, just think about like, okay, this is future mega project. Maybe you can do like future cars, future airplanes, future technology, future phones or whatever, right? So just look in the news, what is up and coming, and or what is being built in the world, or like special events, and then you can model this style too. All right, so we're gonna $1 billion bills. So $1 billion bills. I'm gonna do it like this. Future buildings, and what is working for them. In general, it's just like the 3 best videos, or 4 even, are like these super trend things that came in the news because of big major events, right? So like you could say like building events, major news or something. Okay, let's go to the third one. This is a cool one, Magnus Media. This channel does documentaries on like big companies. So for example here, Coca-Cola, the dark truth about Coca-Cola and Christmas, how chicken tenders made him a millionaire. So it's like, it looks maybe super random, like Versace, Honda, Red Bull, but the format of these videos is like the documentaries of how these companies are built, right? So you could, for example, mimic this channel, but only do it for car brands or clothing brands or like fast food brands, for example. That's something you could think about. Or like here, the dating apps. And that's how I would analyze these channels. This one is super broad. It's a big channel. But if you would like to do these documentary style videos, you can just see which kind of topics are doing well. Like, is it the buildings? Is it the fast food things, the car brands or whatever? And then jump into one of those sub niches when you start out, so you can try and get some search traffic going too, and people from search finding you. Magnets Media. So documentaries. What's working for them? So big company docus. So that's another one. So this one is very cool too. Courtroom. Actually wanted to show you another one. Click the wrong one. Court moments. We are going for channel. This is a more up-to-date one, and I covered this one too in some videos I did in the past. And what they do is they get court cam videos and the reactions from people, and then compile this into videos basically. And as you can see, they also get a lot of views, like at least 20K per video almost. And they really blew up when the Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix documentary came out. They timed it perfectly in terms of that Netflix documentary coming out. And this is again a very smart way you can jump in on news trends, make a channel about it, and then basically they jumped on that trend and got the news traffic to blow up the channel, and now they are just making like evergreen content that their audience is gonna watch anyway. So in terms of this one, like you could try and go even deeper into a specific sub niche of certain people, like gangs or like children reactions, but in this case they keep it broad. It's worth having a look at, and especially looking at the way, like there were a lot of these court camp channels before this one came out already, but what this one did is they improved the thumbnails and the titles by a lot. So they got higher click-through rates, higher video retentions, and that really made them blow up and stand out from the competition. So that's something you should study too when looking at these channels. So let's put it in a list. Court moments, boom, link, court cams, what's working for them. So reactions to sentences, basically. Next one, so gravity transformation. This is one about physical health. When doing niche research, you always have to think about three things, and that's health, wealth, and relationships. These are basically the three driving factors for humans, and it's something that's always going to be evergreen and interesting for people, like mental health, physical health. You know, people love watching these videos, and as you can see, they get a lot of views too. It's a super old, big channel, so most things they do will work. But what you can do with a channel like this, like they focus on like how to get strong, boosting testosterone, shredding fat, decrease inflammation. So these are 4 different topics that you can make a sub channel about, or like a separate channel about. So everything about fighting inflammation, or everything about losing fat, or everything to improve your like manliness, being a man, and your testosterone and everything around that. And then also everything to just get more muscle quicker. You can make a video about this, about every specific body part, and there will definitely be enough content to make a whole channel about when it comes to physical health. Here, supplements, food, drinks, you can there's so many options you can make a sub niche about for, when it comes to other channels. So gravity transformation is a very good one. Gravity transformation. I typed that beautifully. So health. That's what working, like fat loss, for example. So another one, and just like I said, like health, wealth, relationships. This is also health, but it's more like, or like also relationships. It's like psychology, and a lot of movie star they use, and like famous people, their podcasts and movie stars. And again, like I just mentioned, you can look at this channel and then look for specific topics, like maybe you can do a psychology channel on movie stars, or on podcasters, like, or YouTubers, and see here Andrew Tate, for example. What this channel does well is, like, for example, Andrew Tate has been super big in the news the last 1.5 years. So if you make videos about him and how he presents himself and what he does, that will get a lot of attention, because you're using his search traffic to boost your channel, basically. So that's something smart you can do too. So charisma on demand. Boom. Health. Relations. Media figures. Traits. I'm gonna put it less in. So here's another one, top luxury. This is like luxury channel about big projects. And it's a little bit like the one we saw, like $1 billion bills. Just a bit of a different style. $1 billion bills does buildings only. This one does like, actually it's also a lot of mega projects. But I think it's also like, here, what's this? So these are winter games in the desert. So also some other random projects, right? So strangest places on Earth. And again, this is a perfect example of, like, this one did buildings and also like just places on Earth. So maybe that guy from $1 billion bills saw this channel and was like, okay, all the mega projects videos are doing well on this channel, so let me just start a channel that only covers the mega projects, right? If you filter on popular. So the line, see, this is what the one we saw on $1 billion builds too. The line here, mega projects, expensive structures, mega projects. Yeah, so that's how you can find sub niches on these bigger channels and start your own channel about them. So top, luxury, link, boom, mega projects, buildings. See, got one more, and then we covered like 7 different good big niches. This is a very popular channel that makes like these heavy duty machines, like agriculture machines, just big machines to build stuff with, right? They cover all that. And again, with this one, you could like narrow down on just a specific thing, like ocean cleaning machines or like digging machines or harvesting machines and all stuff like that. And you just got to take your time looking at these channels, writing down the things that they are doing, the different kind of topics they make, and then basically decide which one you're going to start in yourself. So Lord Gizmo, boom, link there. How do you call these things? Like duty machines, heavy duty machines. And they do like agriculture. I can type agriculture and digging machines, for example. You want to do this for like 20 channels, look at different ones, and then see if you can find some resemblance in the things that are working for them. And then you want to go and check the like the search volume and the competition score in vidIQ. And then you're going to decide like, okay, I'm going to start a channel in this specific niche. There's 5 more parts coming up with different niche research methods. So I keep expanding this list. And at the end, I'm going to share it with you if I get at least 100 likes on one of these videos. Okay, guys. So this was the big channel method. Tomorrow we got another one. That was it for this one. Make sure to subscribe and like, because I'm covering 4 more methods, and I'm also gonna release a big video covering everything at once from this whole file. All right, so like and subscribe, and comment if you have any questions.